Hello guys, in this video we are going to discuss about the aldol reaction of unsymmetrical ketones. So before we go into the aldol reaction of unsymmetrical ketones, let us first saw an example of aldol reaction which involves the reaction between symmetrical ketones. So here is acetone, which is obviously symmetrical ketone. So when it is subjected to aldol reaction by treatment with solid barium hydroxide, then it provides the corresponding alpha beta unsaturated ketone, which is also known as mesitile oxide. Right? So this is known as mesitile oxide. So now if we consider a unsymmetrical ketone, for example 2-butanone, you can see 2-butanone is unsymmetrical ketone because in the right hand side only methyl group is there, but in the left hand side the ethyl group is there. So now if we consider the aldol reactions in basic medium as well as in acidic medium, then there will be a competition among the product formation depending on the different reaction conditions. So now let us consider the mechanism, and then we can easily predict that which product will form in basic condition and which product will form in acidic condition. So first let us consider the base catalyzed aldol reaction of 2-butanone. So in base catalyzed aldol reaction, the first step is the enolization step, but here two different types of alpha hydrogens are present. These 3 hydrogens of this methyl group and these 2 hydrogen of this CH2 group. So these are the 2 types of different alpha hydrogens. So we have to consider their acidity, and then we can say that which hydrogen will be abstracted by this OH minus. So here you can see that a methyl group is present which has plus I effect. So it will obviously push some sigma electrons to this carbon center, which will make these 2 hydrogens less acidic. But due to the absence of such kind of effect in this methyl center, these hydrogens will be more acidic, and thus they will be preferentially abstracted by this OH minus, and which will result in the formation of a enolate. Our enolate will be this one. Right? So after the formation of this enolate, we all know that it will attack another molecule of 2-butanone. Which will lead to the formation of this intermediate. Right? So after that, this will abstract a proton from the solvent molecule, which is water in this case. This O minus will be OH after the protonation. And then it will undergo a U1CB elimination pathway. So during this step, 2 alpha hydrogens are there in this center. So 1 alpha hydrogen will be abstracted by the OH minus, and this will result in the formation of a stable enolate anion. So this will be our conjugate base after the proton abstraction. And then this O minus will again form the carbon oxygen double bond, and it will facilitate the elimination of this OH minus from the system, and this will give us the final product. So this is our final compound when 2-butanone is subjected to base catalyzed aldol reaction. So the first step is essentially a nucleophilic addition reaction to the carbonyl group, and the second step is the elimination reaction. In base catalyzed condition, the elimination mechanism is E1CB via the formation of conjugate base. So this is our conjugate base. Now if we consider the aldol reaction in presence of acid as a catalyst, then here also the first step will be the formation of enol. So in the very first step, this carbonyl double bond will be activated via the protonation of this oxygen lone pair, and then it will undergo enolization step. So here is also a choice which proton will undergo enolization. Either these two protons will undergo, or these three hydrogens from this methyl group. So here the enolization step is thermodynamically controlled. In the base catalyzed system or in the base catalyzed aldol reaction, the first step, that is the enolization step or enolate ion formation step, it is kinetically controlled. We all know that more stable product is formed during thermodynamically controlled situation. So here you can easily understand that this double bond which is formed after enolization is less substituted. Then here I will show you the which enol is actually formed. So if this hydrogen forms the double bond, then we will get this particular enol. So you can see now that this double bond actually contains 3 substituents, but here it is only having 2 substituents. So this makes this enol thermodynamically more stable. Okay, so in acid catalyzed condition, thermodynamically stable enol is formed during the reaction, and after that easy mechanism will take place. You all know what will happen. It will attack this keto center. This will be our actual aldol, and this aldol then will undergo a E1 elimination step. So during E1 we all know that the first step is the carbocation formation. So here the OH will be protonated and water molecule will leave from the system, which will result in a stable 3-degree carbocation. And after that, this alpha hydrogen atom will form a double bond to this carbocationic center, and this will result in the formation of our final alpha beta unsaturated ketone. Okay, so you can see that in case of acid catalyzed condition or acid catalyzed aldol reaction, the more substituted alkene is actually forming. That is, the more substituted alpha beta unsaturated ketone is actually forming. But here you can see that less substituted ketone or less substituted alpha beta unsaturated ketone is forming when base catalyzed aldol reaction is going on, right? So this is the situation when we will choose unsymmetrical ketones for aldol reactions. So that's it for this video. Thank you for watching this video. See you in the next video.